Hey y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I am Susan, your hostess. We are doing the hashtag Spread Kindness Like Confetti, hosted by Broken Hearts Ministry Gail. This is an open collaboration. It will go on until the end of the year, and you can get involved if you have a ministry that you would like to share. So I'm going to share about my online experience with sharing the gospel. Many years ago, back in around 2004, 2005, I found an online forum called christianforum.net. And it was a great place to meet other Christians and atheists alike. And we would chat about different scriptures, and the atheists would come in and try to dispel the Bible, and we were always ready for them when they came. But something happened, and the atheist was able to take that website down. So I was able to glean off as much of my work that I had put in as I possibly could, and I formed my own forum ministry called The Lord is My Shepherd. Now this forum is lordismyshepherd.forummotion.com. It is not an active forum any longer because everybody moved to social media. When MySpace came out, a lot of people left the Christian forums and went to MySpace and Christians and other places, and the Christian forums pretty much died out. But mine is still active. And the reason it's still active is because I have people from all over the world coming and reading the content. And so I leave it up in hopes that someone might be saved. What are some of the forum topics that you will find on this platform? You're going to find testimonies. Not just my testimonies, but testimonies of other people. You're going to find a fellowship hall with general discussions. You're going to find prayer requests and answered prayers on here. There's some religious studies apologetics. What about Jesus? Is he the Messiah? Christian view versus the world view. You'll find a general Bible study, dreams in the Bible, biblical prophecies, false pastors, prophets, doctrines, and teachings. There's a whole section on dreams and visions where there are uninterpreted dreams, interpreted dreams, and then visions. And you're going to find some politics, U.S. politics, United States politics, and then Israel and the Middle East news, politics from a Christian viewpoint, religious news, other religions in America, Christian religion watch, biblical proof and archaeology, and then daily living. You're going to find topics on healthy living, managing your money, recipes, keeping a healthy home, gardening and the great outdoors, and stitch and pray hobbies. And so there's a few photos in there as well. And there is a total of 4,285 messages on there. At the last count, there were 65 registered users, and I am super excited to share this website with you. You can go to my About page, and you will find it on there, and you can also find it in the link above. One of the things that a Christian will do is we want to reach out to those that are in need, the homeless, widows and orphans, people that are suffering with depression, drug addictions, and so forth. And one of the young men that I ministered to was actually my husband's cousin. He had a drug and alcoholic addiction, and he was single and not married. And I asked him one day if why he hadn't settled down and what his plans were for his life. And he didn't really have an answer. and he left my house that day, and he happened to walk past a church that needed someone to do maintenance work. And so they gave him a little room, and he could stay there, but he had to clean up. And they didn't really tell him to clean up. God did the cleaning up. But I had been praying for him for some time, and God got a hold of this young man and saved him. And he began to save all his friends around him, and they began to come to church. So don't ever doubt what God can do. He can save you from whatever situation you're in. He wants to save you. He wants to bring you back to his fold. So, folks, if you don't know Jesus today, my prayer is that you will find him. One of the best ways to find him is to get into the Word of God and begin to read it for yourself. And if you decide that you want to allow Jesus into your heart, then the next step would be to find a God-fearing, Bible-thumping church to attend and to get involved in Sunday school and church and activities in the church that promote a healthy relationship with God. Once you become a Christian, you will want to share your story with others. And so my story began when I was a little girl. I was in church all my life. My parents took me to church. And around age 7 or 8, I went forward. I actually ran the aisle to become a Christian. And I had been seeing visions of Jesus. We had 2 big speakers on either side of the sanctuary, and I was seeing Jesus' face in one of the speakers. And I kept telling my mommy, there's Jesus, there's Jesus. And she'd look up and she didn't see anything, but she didn't say anything. She said, okay, honey. But I went to see the pastor at the front of the church, and I was saved and followed in believer's baptism. And from that day forward, I have never turned back. I love my Lord. I have many, many, many testimonies of his faithfulness and goodness to me. And I can attest to you that he is a real, loving, living God that loves you, and he wants you to be a part of his family. So if you find this message and you are not saved, but you want to know Jesus, just leave a comment below. Gail or I will respond to you. We will talk to you and walk you through the steps of becoming a Christian. Thank you, my friends, for watching, and may you be fully blessed.